Listen to these bitches on Outnumbered. This was hilarious. I love watching these people melt down over that damn brilliant speech that Joe Biden gave.
Empathy that fuels democracy, the willingness to see each other not as enemies but as fellow Americans.
I could not believe what I watched last night, Tomi. The best description that came to mind was split personality disorder. Because on one hand, you had Biden saying half the country's a threat to democracy, we're a clear and present danger to society, but let's unite and let's not demonize our fellow man. Which Biden is real, one or two? I don't know.
Well, what I heard is let's unite against people that support Donald Trump, which is 74 million plus Americans, probably many more after last night, and say what he says. And the fact that our sitting president used our tax dollars to stand there and say what he said, flanked by Marines no less, who also love their country, was disgusting to so many Americans on the right and on the left. I truly believe that.
Attack the candidate all you want, but do not dare attack the men and women, the veterans who have served this country and put their lives on the line and support the Constitution.
This is what's happening here. I mean, you have Joe Biden classifying 74 million Americans as extremists, as fascists. When you have extremists, fascists, terrorists that are half of America, you have to use every resource available to take them out, whether it's the government, big tech, media, intelligence, law enforcement. They need to be rooted out of this society. And so Joe Biden is, I think, setting the stage for a war against half of America, because if you want to fundamentally transform America, you can't have 74 million people standing in your way. And I think this is the predicate to making sure they have the backdrop to go after every single Trump supporter.
Good opportunity to talk about the fact that it's becoming obvious his administration, the DOJ, Surgeon General, they've been working in cahoots with social media to silence opinions that haven't been in line with them. And so on what he did was he made Donald Trump and his supporters public enemy number one. And I will say that, yes, Donald Trump is a threat to President Biden.
But look, last night was overtly political. The good news is that they knew that this had nothing to do with democracy or the spirit of America, which is what they billed it as. And the cleanup on aisle 5 has already begun from Karine Jean-Pierre, the press secretary. Now she's trying to say, and she was on the podium saying this, well, we're more targeting, those that are MAGA candidates or the office holders. We're targeting those in Congress, those with power. They know that they offended half the country.
Tomi, last word to you. I just wonder what those Marines were thinking, because they might have been MAGA Republicans.
How militant that looked, how intimidating that looked. To use those Marines as a political prop to make a political speech against half the country, not only inappropriate, but I would go as far as to say un-American. Shame on our president for doing that.
It was a sad moment.
The Republicans are done, y'all. They're done. Perhaps for a generation. Listen to this bullshit. They're blaming Americans, the 74 million. You know what? 74 million people lost. The other side won. Because we believe in democracy, and y'all believe in shit. So, spout your whatever. Oh, how dare he? Joe Biden, you're a steely-eyed muscle man, motherfucker. I'm Zachariah.
Next up, as the FBI raid on Donald Trump's home reveals more incriminating evidence, we'll speak to a Republican who'll argue that the top secret and classified material was in fact not classified, declassified, planted, not important, not relevant, probably all to do with Hunter's laptop anyway, not spread on the floor but in boxes, so that's fine, and he'll also agree that he would literally defend anything that Donald Trump says or does, up to and including sacrificing his firstborn child for a Big Mac.